It's another video, but this one I'm worried this is gonna sound really whiny or something. I don't even know the general overarching theme of this one, but I definitely want to talk about it. I mean, I think it's kind of like burnout to an extent. And I just wanted to preface the video by saying that I understand that this is not going to be the most relatable thing because I understand how privileged I am to be in a position like this, but just I'm also a human, right? So. Here's the thing. I started doing a Minecraft series two months ago or so. Actually, a little bit more than 2 months now. And basically, I added 2 hours to my stream schedule. I streamed 2 hours earlier, and then I would get on and play Minecraft, and then I'd upload those videos at night, and then I'd continue to stream, for at least 4 more hours after that, just like I did prior to that. And I was averaging, for the last like 3-4 years of my life. I was averaging like 120 hours, give or take, of stream per month, which, again, is not necessarily quote-unquote full-time, but that's not the only thing that I'm doing. And so when I switched over to doing Minecraft stuff, I streamed for 188 hours, in the month. And, previously I thought to myself, like, hey, you've been doing this for 10 years now, and, like, you've never really suffered from burnout or anything like that. I'm pretty sure that you're able to do this. I mean, looking at other streamers that stream literally twice as much as me, they're still doing fine. Like, why can't you just also do that? And what I quickly realized, and it really kind of compounded itself all the way to, I guess, these past, like, week or 2 weeks, is that that's not the case for your boy. I mean, straight up, I've just not, it was not an enjoyable last couple weeks. It's not to say I didn't enjoy myself doing certain things. Like I got to go see Tool in concert recently, which is really cool. I got to go to a bunch of music festivals. I got to play video games that I love. But at the end of the day, overall, I really wasn't happy, and it was like affecting a lot of things, whether it was my stream or my videos. Like I haven't uploaded hardly at all the last week and a half, 2 weeks, and I'm sure you guys have the same, similar thing where if you neglect to do something, then you look at this thing and you're like, ah, shit, I got to do that. And it weighs on you, right? Like I started to feel guilty for not doing as well as I wanted to, or not uploading as much as I wanted to. Or, started to feel guilty. And then that guilt made me not want to jump back into things. And it just was fucking awful. I mean, I think that I have a pretty good thing going here, I get to live stream every single day that I'm home, 7 days a week without fail. I don't take days off from streaming or I guess from editing usually if I'm home. Like I just don't. That's not a thing that I do. And what happens is like, the quote unquote vacations that I take, whether it's like going to a music festival or whatever, like oftentimes I'll just fucking end up more exhausted than I was before I left because I'm trying to cram as much fun as possible into these like this day or these 2 days that I'm gone. And it's just, I get back and I'm like, holy fuck, I'm not rested at all. And then you're back on it again with no breaks. And I know you play video games, Tucker, and don't get me wrong, I'm very well aware of the situation I'm in, which is why I prefaced the video with this. But like I'm a fucking human, right? And the bad part about this is I'm in the business of entertainment, right? Like I want you guys to, or people who watch me in general, to watch me and be entertained. I want them to, if they're having a bad day, hang out with me and not have as bad of a day, right? So like, when is it okay for me to discuss or talk about, feeling like shit when like a lot of people, I guess, not to seem self-centered, but like there is a non-zero sum of people that, turn to me as the outlet for feeling better. And it gets me thinking a lot of Robin Williams. When he passed away, I just felt like so, and Anthony Bourdain, like, and Chester Bennington, like those three people, I felt so upset by, not just because I was fans of all of them, deep fans for very different reasons, but the fact that I knew that, well, shit, dude, like if these people who you look up to and think that these people have such an impact on your life and do such an amazing job across, so many different mediums, music, movies, TV, like these people have the best jobs in the world. And if they're going out like that and they're taking their own life, like what the like where's the hope for me over here, right? Like I'm like what am I supposed to do if I see Anthony Bourdain, who I literally wanted to be and still do, and he just decides like, yeah, this is not working for me. And it's I don't want to use the term depressing, but it's off-putting, and I don't know like the place or time to talk about it. I feel like it's hard to talk about, and burnout compounds this whole thing. I have a good schedule going. I think I've perfected the exact amount of work that I can do over the course of a day to still have some semblance of mental health, still have a social life, still attempt to go out and have, a relationship with people, but also give the people what they want, the content they want, the videos that they want. And I know you guys have heard this a bunch. I mean, I'm going to be able to announce it November 8th, but like I've been doing a lot of shit off stream, off video with absolutely, tight lips, right? Because I can't talk about it because of legal stuff, and it's just hard to convey the fact that I get tired too, even though I have an incredible job and I'm super thankful and I'm still enjoying it, even when I'm not enjoying it. I don't know if that makes sense. Like I'm still loving everything that I do, but it's just I feel like I burnt out, and I got disappointed in myself, and then it like starts this negative loop where I'm disappointed in myself, so I stop putting as much effort into something, or I sleep in more, and then that makes me miss videos and streams, and it fucking blows, man. It does. It sucks a lot. And I thought to myself a lot of the time during these last 2 or 3 months, hey man, like do you think you're doing too many things? You got too many things on your plate? Like you have 1 to 2 meetings every single day that you're on the phone while editing your YouTube video, trying to get that up so you can eat lunch during your intro screen to stream, and then stream for 6-7 hours, and then get off and go to the gym, and then try and make dinner, and by the time you're done with that, it's 10 o'clock. It's time to get in bed and do it all over again. And like waking up way earlier than I was used to. Every time I open my mouth like this, it just sounds fucking stupid, right? Like I can't complain about waking up at 7:30 in the morning every single morning when I used to wake up way earlier for school. I mean, there's plenty of people that wake up earlier and have a general 9-to-5 job. But I hit that point. I needed to complain about it. I did. And I stretch myself thin a lot. Like I feel as if it's kind of again, I don't want to use the word depressing, but it kind of sucks to know that there's always going to be something to work on. It's exhausting to think about it, right? There's always going to be something better that you can do for your personal life or your work life or your social life or whatever it may be. And I'm out here like trying to juggle everything together while while trying to make sure that everybody else is enjoying what they're seeing and enjoying coming into my stream and watching my content, and eventually it just caught up to me, and it's kind of a shit feeling, because I really do wish that there was a way for, I mean there are, like if I literally gave up on YouTube and never uploaded a video again, I would be fucking sad. But I would have so much free time to like, maybe just relax or like focus on some of the other things that I'm working on. Or if I had an editor, but then, I'm not in control of my content. That's the one thing that I'm very anal about. Like I always need creative control, whether or not I'm working on something for a brand or something for myself. Like I need to be the one making all the creative decisions, because otherwise, what's the fucking point of being a creative, right? Like what's the point then, man? And then truly, like I do a lot of these things, not because they support me in like, in the wallet region, right? Like YouTube, for the longest time, I'm talking like 5 years, has been the absolute lowest on the list of things for me, right? But I do it because I still love it. I still enjoy it. When I have a video that does well, I still get excited about that. I wake up and I think, man, I really want to make a video about this today. And then I start going through my day-to-day routine and I'm like, when do I have time to be more creative? Like, when do I have time to put more effort into something? Can I even put more effort into something? Like, I had to do a logo design for something that I'm working on, right? And do a bunch of like sourcing for artists who would potentially work with us and give them direction on this. And I remember sitting on my couch at 11 p.m. after I had just eaten dinner because I had streamed, and then I had a meeting at 8 o'clock, which happens a lot. There's a reason I end my streams at before 8 p.m. anytime I can. It's because like that's the latest possible time I can end a stream and still go out to dinner with like a friend or a date or whatever. And I remember sitting on that couch going, well, I just need to do this. I just need to get a bunch of images and source them for the artist. It's not a hard job, but I like couldn't bring myself to do it. I was just staring at my computer like my brain was fried. I mean, this is in no way, shape, or form a way to put down other streamers, because like everybody, I think I said at the start of the video, everybody has their own unique way of streaming. There's people who stream twice as much as me. There's people who stream half as much as me, and that's the beauty of it. Like, you put into what you're streaming what you want to put into it, and what I want to put into it is constant discussion, constant talking, no real dead air time. I want to always be engaging, right? And then I'll look at some of my friends who are streaming for like 12 hours, and I swear to God, I won't hear them say a word for like 3 minutes. And I still enjoy the stream, and it's just a different type of stream. And trying to mimic people's schedules or have viewers or people who don't necessarily understand, like, hey, I cannot physically put in that much time and be happy or even like have the energy to do that across the entirety of the stream. Yeah, like, it's hard and exhausting to continue to try and explain that. And I think that I found the correct amount of attention to streams and YouTube and my side projects that I need to give in order to maintain this very delicate balance of being happy, being confident in what I'm putting out, being proud of what I'm doing, and having some semblance of a normal life, like pretending to be able to be an adult and not just going out on the weekends and getting absolutely blasted drunk because that's the only time where it's where like I'm gonna be able to go out and let loose and have some fun. And I've identified that there's a lot of like negative habits that I pick up, right? When I'm stressed out, like I eat really badly, I stop going to the gym. I mean, like it's unhealthy, and I want to do better for myself a lot of the time. And when I don't do better for myself, I get disappointed in myself. When I don't do as well as I hope for YouTube videos, I get disappointed. And there's a lot of positive stuff, but I think somebody, I don't know who quoted this, like, you could get 1,000 compliments in a meet and greet or wherever, but the one thing I'm gonna probably remember more than anything is if somebody comes in and says something negative. It doesn't even have to be wrong or rude. It could just be like an offhand comment, and that one stands out, in the herd of incredible support. And I still don't even know what the point of this video is outside of just explaining, and this is a woe is me type thing. I burned out. I mean, I did. And for the time, I think I tweeted I was very proud of what I was doing and how much I was doing. But that was very short-sighted, and I am just kind of bummed out that I'm kind of bummed out that I wasn't able to do it, or keep that up. And diminishing returns, all that stuff, putting in 50% more time does not necessarily mean you're going to get 50% more enjoyment or 50% more success out of it. Like, quality matters more than quantity a lot of the time. It's just tough being in a position knowing that, like, in 5, 10, 15, 20 years, at some point, what I do and the way that I do it is not going to be viable. I don't know if it'll happen now, next year, or 3 years from now, or whenever. But like, my time and my ability to do this is limited, and I want to make the most of it. And I don't want to let opportunities slip by me because I was a little too tired, or I was, a little too busy doing X, Y, Z. I have such a difficulty weighing like the benefits and the costs of doing things against anything. Because if I can do it, I want to say yes. If a friend invites me, I want to say yes. I don't, I've made a video like that before. Like, I have trouble saying no. Like, I want to be a good friend, a good content creator, a good businessman, a good person. It's a lot of upkeep, and so there, that felt better, I guess. I don't know. I just kind of wanted to explain because I felt guilty. I felt really guilty about the lack of uploads on YouTube and the consistency and quality that I've been making. And also trying to weigh that with, like, is it okay for me to skip 3 days straight of not uploading when I'm at home and I could have definitely uploaded? Is it okay for me to upload a 4-hour-long VOD of a horror game instead of editing down 4 hours into 15 minutes over the course of like 4 hours? You know what I mean? Like, is it okay for me to do certain things like this? Because I know it's not going to positively affect what I'm working on, right? So it's just, I know my balance, I know my limits, and it's important, I think, for everyone to try and find that perfect balance. And it's important for people to fail too, because without that, without the last 3 months, I probably would have spent the vast majority of my time thinking, well, I could do more, I should do more. And now I'm kind of taking a step back and saying, like, yeah, I know I can do more, but I probably shouldn't. I should focus on things that really matter and do my best with what I got and really work to be the best that I can possibly be in the situation that I'm in. Whether or not you've got a positive job, an incredibly lucky job like mine, or a job you hate, I mean, everybody's got a perfect balance, and I hope everyone can find it. Didn't really want this to be that depressing of a video, but here we are. Just know that I'm going to have a video uploaded every single day for the next week with Call of Duty coming out and the campaign and some other stuff. I'm going to be better, and I'm going to try and do it without any negative side effects. So thanks for watching and listening to me complain. Hopefully I didn't piss any of you off, and I'll see you guys later.